This is your home for the Broncos. Spring Hill Sports Live.
Plenty of time, loads up, lets it fly down the sideline. He wants Torres, he's got to come back, he makes the catch. Down, Jackson Torres. There's a chance for Spring Hill. Back set, Hill for Serpan.
Nice touch there, looking for Rainforth, and he's able to find the back of the net. A first touch volley. The substituted freshman, Odell.
Gano looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos on a 3rd down and 4 from the 5.
It's time for the Broncos on your home for Spring Hill High School Athletics. Spring Hill Sports Live.
Are you looking for a trusted heating and air conditioning contractor? Look no further than Comfort Designs, Spring Hill's Heating and Air Conditioning Company. Comfort Designs Heating and Air has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated right here in Spring Hill for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net. Or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453.
Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their #1 goal is to protect you and your family. Insurance is complicated and not one size fits all. Michael and his team take pride in the relationship they build with their client members. Let them work with you to customize a plan that protects your livelihood and your future. To learn more, call Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services 913-592-2336 or visit them at 117 South Main in Spring Hill.
Strode Orthodontics is creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and her staff have decades of combined experience, offering clear and metal Damon Smile braces and Invisalign clear aligners for teens and adults. Dr. Strode tailors your treatment to meet your specific needs with 3 convenient locations in Olathe, Overland Park, and Spring Hill. Strode Orthodontics is ready to give you the beautiful smile you've always wanted. Call for your free no-obligation consultation, 913-491-3400, or visit StrodeOrtho.com.
Feeling stuck, overwhelmed, anxious? Whether you're struggling to unwind, seeking meaningful connections, or just need a shoulder to cry on, the staff at Allies Therapeutic Services in Spring Hill is here for you. With experience in a wide range of services and a compassionate, judgment-free approach, Allies will help you tackle challenges in a supportive environment, working together to find a path to healing and growth, because everyone needs an ally. Visit alliestherapy.com.
Hi, I'm Katie Casey, and I'm honored to be a third-generation realtor in our Crown Realty family. My dad and grandparents started Crown Realty in 1973, and since then we have grown to become one of the largest brokerages in the Midwest. We now have 8 office locations and over 150 agents covering about 20 counties across Kansas and Missouri. Reach out to us today to experience the Crown Realty difference, where we are committed to treating our agents like family and our clients like royalty.
For 50 years, Elliott Group has been your local insurance partner. With 5 convenient locations, Elliott Group is big enough to offer the best carriers, but small enough to know your name and your insurance needs. Elliott Group is more than just insurance. They're a part of each community they serve, with a wide variety of insurance solutions to help your unique challenges. Elliott Group, where they're there for you today and for years to come. Visit them at any of their 5 locations or at ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
They say you can't put a price on fun, but at Sonic, fun is exactly $1.99 for your favorites like the quarter-pound double cheeseburger. So take that, they. The Fun 99 menu, always $1.99 each.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
Did you know your new favorite burger has hand-smashed patties made to order, hot and melty cheese, and a tangy sauce? How rude of me. Let me introduce you. The all-new Sonic Smasher. Live free, eat Sonic.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
Welcome back to Spring Hill Sports Live, which is presented by Strode Orthodontics. Strode Orthodontics specializes in creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and the staff at Strode Orthodontics are experienced, highly trained orthodontic specialists with decades of combined experience, with locations in Spring Hill, Olathe, and Overland Park. Learn more at StrodeOrtho.com. Our pregame show is brought to you by Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs is Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. Learn more at comfortdesigns.net or call 913-592-4453. Caden Carbajo on the camera, Tristan Jordan on the call. Welcome in to Spring Hill Sports Live. We are live at the Spring Hill Activity Center just on the campus of Spring Hill High School for tonight's high school matchup between the Chieftains of Tonganoxie. They are 0-3 on the season, 3 consecutive losses, 1-0 to Kansas City Christian, 8-0 to Mill Valley, and 2-1 at Lansing earlier this week. They have only scored 1 game on the season, and they've allowed 3. So 3 unfavorable, and by allowed 3, of course, that's not exactly factoring in the mercy rule loss to Mill Valley. So they've allowed 11 goals on the season. Now, on the other side of the ball, the Broncos tell a far different story. They are 2-1 on the season, winning away at Piper 2-1, losing away to Gardner Edgerton 2-0, and then winning at home over Baser Linwood in what can only be described as borderline abuse, 7-0, almost that mercy rule, but dragged it out long enough to where everybody had to endure the dominance of the Broncos over and over again throughout their last game. 7-0 over Baser Linwood. They're going to be looking to have more of the same here tonight over the Chieftains. Pregame area matchups are brought to you by Elliott Insurance Group. Elliott has served area communities for decades. When you are out traveling to your next big matchup, be sure to look for an Elliott Insurance location near you. Learn more at ElliottInsuranceGroup.com. The area matchups are as follows. 2-1 record at Eudora are away at Hayden, who are 0-2. Paola Panthers 0-2 away at Parsons, who are 0-2. So there will have to be a victor in that one. Baldwin, who are 2-0-1 after a draw to Heritage Christian, are playing away to Bishop Seabury, who are 0-1. Baser Linwood 0-3, fresh off their defeat to the Broncos, are away at Bonner Springs, who are 0-1. Another draw there in their record, having come from Leavenworth earlier in the season. And the final area matchup is Lewisburg, who are 2-0 on the season. They are facing the Dragons of Pittsburgh High School, and they are 1-1 as the Pittsburgh Dragons will play the host in that game. That does it for our pregame area matchups presented by Elliott Insurance Group, and that wraps up our pregame show brought to you by Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning.
Stupid Go Brawly internet.
Go Brawly allows you complete control over internet usage for all devices in your home from anywhere, as it should be. Visit GoBrawly.com to learn more.
Years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
Welcome back to Spring Hill Sports Live, the home of Broncos soccer tonight, as the Spring Hill Activity Center is our stage. The clock is set to 40 minutes for this first half of varsity soccer. We are awaiting our starters as they are prepped on the sideline, ready to walk down. Let's go ahead and get started with the visiting starting lineup. In goal, number 0, Jose Moreno. That is a senior in net for Tonganoxie. Freshman number 2, Cody Lobb. Senior number 5, Ethan Butler. Junior number 6, Carter Watson. Junior number 9, Santiago Gallardo. Senior number 11, Samuel Farrow. Junior number 14, Jamison Brightsman. Junior number 15, Isaiah Manis. Senior number 18, Silas Kirchhoff. Freshman number 26, Mason Benedict. And senior number 27, Emery Weiser. They are coached by John Orndorff, the head coach of the Tonganoxie Chieftains this evening. He's joined by his 2 assistant coaches, David Fries and Parker Ast. We will get ready to go for our home team starting lineup once we get the starters read off. Down on the pitch, we're a little jump of the gun here tonight, but that's all right. We've got a beautiful sunset in the background. It's the perfect purple and yellow to match the school colors in Spring Hill. There's Caden pulling up the sunset for us. Absolutely phenomenal. A little bit of cloud cover, so it's not blinding us during the start of this game. It is a beautiful temperature to start. It is 79 degrees, and it feels like it can drop a little more. It's a little crisp. No wind in sight, but a beautiful scene for some high school soccer tonight on Spring Hill Sports Live. And here we go. We are ready to go for the starting lineup for your Spring Hill Broncos.
Captain, number 9, senior, Zachary Bruckner.
So captain number 9, senior Zachary Bruckner, gets us started and underway. Captain senior number 10, Jake Rainforth, will join him. 2 dynamic players for this lineup. Goalkeeper, junior number 1, Caden Applegate. One of the few non-seniors in this starting lineup. Here's another one, junior number 4, Carter Wilson. He's followed by the 3rd junior in this lineup, number 5, Ryan Rhodes. Back to the trend of the evening, the senior number 6, Parker Simon. Senior number 11, Seth Lovett. Senior number 12, Diego Solis Vallejo. Senior number 17, Amar Ajishi. Senior number 18, Giovanni Aguirre. And senior number 21, Rami Crockstrom, to round out the starting 11 for the Broncos. They are coached by head coach Eric Schwartz, his assistant Clint Maynard, and Matt Lundy and Stephanie Hoynoski. So there is our starting 11. I'll run through it one more time. The Broncos starting 11. In net, number 1, the junior Caden Applegate. Junior number 4, Carter Wilson. Junior number 5, Ryan Rhodes. Senior number 6, Parker Simon. Senior number 9, Zachary Bruckner. Senior number 10, Jake Rainforth. Senior number 11, Seth Lovett. Senior number 12, Diego Solis Vallejo. Senior number 17, Amar Ajishi. Senior number 18, Giovanni Aguirre. And senior number 21, Rami Crockstrom. Those are your starting players for the Broncos here tonight. It is going to be an exciting game. Likely many times will the soccer ball go into the back of this net. Hopefully all in favor of the Broncos. And here come the buckle of Broncos as they charge their way onto the pitch, jumping high to stretch and intimidate their fear-stricken opponents in the Tonganoxie Chieftains. Both teams in their pregame huddles getting their last bit of advice from the captains. They've had all the advice the coaches can give them pregame. Now it's up to the captains on the pitch to lead their teams to victory. Broncos 9 goals on the season, just 3 allowed, averaging 3 goals for a game and averaging 1 goal against per game. So this should come out as a victory for the Broncos. On the other side, complete opposite. They also have seniors, but not nearly the numbers of seniors. This is not quite the same level of awareness and leadership that we will see from the Broncos on the other side of the pitch. We are ready to go here. Just waiting for the center official to get word from his assistant official on the far side, who's walking back to get in line with that back line, keep track of those offsides for us. And this is going to be a fun evening of soccer on Spring Hill Sports Live, the home of Broncos sports. And we are underway. Chieftains get the ball first as they are the visitors. They get started quickly, trying to send it down that far side and immediately turn it around and reset back down the other way. Good early tackle from Carter Wilson. Causes a bit of freneticism in the midfield. Early step up there from Zach Bruckner, the captain, leading by example. Another breakup, followed by a poor pass, which gives possession back to the Chieftains, who opt to trail it all the way back to the keeper. That was dangerous. Rainforth was right there for that mistake from the keeper. The shot goes just wide on the far side from Solis Vallejo. That was from Ajishi. He saw an opportunity. Keeper was way out of his net, and he went for it. Bit too much curl on the shot, sent it wide. Moreno gets us back started. Broncos headed out of play. Broncos look to be playing in a 4-3-3 or 4-2-3-1, depending on where they're at in the pitch. Chieftains trying to get a counterattack going down this near side. Parker Simon tracking back and prohibits any further damage that could have been done by that counterattack. Here's Carter Wilson in the midfield, and he has a bit too heavy of a pass towards him. It's picked up by Kirchhoff. Rhodes clears it into the midfield. Parker Simon, when he started playing in this varsity lineup, was more of a defensive midfielder, but now he's slotted back as a center half. Good defensive mind regardless for that position. Wilson resets to Simon. Simon thought about bringing it wide towards Crockstrom, and instead they opt to go back towards the keeper. Here's Bruckner. Forward for Ajishi. He has Wilson. Opts to go a little bit further towards Seth Lovett, who is able to win out in the end. Now Crockstrom in possession. Takes a heavy touch to get past the first defender, and then another heavy touch to get past the second, and that one was a bit too heavy on the second chance. It goes out of play. Throw in for the visitors. They had to swap out the player down here on this near sideline. Not substitute swap out, but wanted a different set of arms to throw that ball in. Parker Simon with a nice tackle to win back possession. Here's Lovett. He sends it forward, looking for Rainforth. Eventually it falls to Rainforth after a second attempt on the pass. Rainforth looking for the cross. Sends it in nicely towards the penalty spot. It's headed down and finally cleared away by Butler. Wilson heads it, but it falls to the feet of the Chieftains. Bruckner tries to relieve the pressure, but it falls to the visitors again. Now we see possession from Aguirre. And his forward pass is blocked back into the midfield. Good pressure there from Aguirre. Parker Simon wins out. Looking for the reset, back to Bruckner. Both teams are a bit frenetic so far. Which brings us to our keys of the game, which are brought to you by Spring Hill Fall Festival. Mark your calendars now for September 27th through the 31st for 3 days of fun activities. It kicks off the all-new Cornhole Tournament, followed by 2 full days of events, Saturday and Sunday, including live music Saturday night. Learn more at springhillfallfestival.com. That sounds like a barrel of fun with that Cornhole Tournament. Very exciting to have that added to our fall festival here in Spring Hill. Bruckner takes the free kick up towards Rainforth. The keeper, Moreno, knocks it down and then collects. Quickly sprays it out towards Watson, but heavy pressure from Simon forces it back into the back line. Butler plays it long. Well protected by Aguirre. Ball falls to Lovett, who finds Wilson in the midfield. Nice outside of the foot pass back to Lovett down this near side. Looking for the cross. Instead, couple of step overs. Still in possession towards the corner of the box. Finds Rainforth, who skies it off of a defender. Ajishi has his shot. And there's Aguirre with another strike. Chieftains able to repel the Bronco attack, at least for the time being. Immediately coughing up possession back to Parker Simon. He's got plenty of space on either side. He's preferred the back pass towards the keeper, Applegate, over the near side pass towards Crockstrom, and Applegate forced to clear it. Here's Butler. Gets us back underway here. Kirchhoff sends it forward for lob, but well defended by Bruckner. Here's Parker Simon. Line splitting pass there to find Lovett. Good overlap from Crockstrom. Lovett instead opts to find Wilson on the inside, who then picks his head up and sprays a beautiful ball. Here's Crockstrom into the box. Rainforth looking for a strike on his right foot that goes wide of the post. I did the read for the keys to the game, but I didn't give you the keys to the game. I'm holding them. Just kidding. Here they are. The key to the game for the Broncos. Keep your head up, just like we saw from Carter Wilson just there. He lifted his head even though he had the ball at his feet. A lot of times in educational soccer, we see players get their head stuck on the ball. It's important when you're in possession. Pick your head up, survey the pitch, and then play the right pass. Sometimes we keep our head on the ball and we don't lift it. So we don't see all of our options to truly get the best option. It's kind of like a quarterback who only passes to their favored receiver. Seth Lovett wins the ball with a nice strike there. Protected by Moreno. So the key to the game, the major key here, pick your head up, look for the right pass, and play that pass. It's not as complicated as we like to get. Sometimes we like to get a little too, well, we may not like to get this, but we do get a little anxious in possession, so it's important to pick your head up, remain calm, and play the right pass. Sometimes it's the simple pass. Other times there's a bit more complexity to it. Wilson trails it back to Crockstrom. Aguirre loses out. Here's Kirchhoff. Has to clear amidst the impending pressure from Rainforth. Throw in for the Chieftains on the far side. Good pressure from the Broncos. Not just pressing one at a time, but you'll notice the numbers with the pressure. One pressure moves forward, one player moves forward to press, and another one shifts to guard the man that they were on. That is how you will see effective pressure being created. Good individual play there from Jake Rainforth. He has Lovett on the near side. Instead goes down via a foul. Center official comes over to set the ball. Foul was caused by Ethan Butler, the senior from Tonganoxie. Really good individual play there from Jake Rainforth, one of the captains for the Broncos. Giovanni Aguirre, another senior for this Broncos roster, set to take this free kick as the Chieftains wall gets set. Moreno finally satisfied with where his wall is. Center official wanting to ensure that we get the line in the right spot. Just 9 minutes have passed here, and Aguirre's free kick goes over. Would have been great for American football. Moreno gets the ball set, back ready to go. About 9 minutes into this affair, and we have had some good action from the Broncos in the attacking half, but not enough to garner any goals. Chieftains haven't been able to get anything going in their attacking thirds. The Broncos' pressure has denied any kind of progress just on the Broncos' side of the halfway line. Almost all of the halfway line has resulted in possession for the Broncos. Here's Solis Vallejo. Sends it forward for Lovett. Lovett with a bit of space. Now he's closed down on. Nice scissor there. Looking for the cross. Cuts it back. Now with his left foot crosses it in. Moreno dives out forward and it squeezes out towards the net. Rainforth almost taps it in, but it gets cleared away before he can get there. And Bruckner will collect and repossess for the Broncos. Solis Vallejo forward for Lovett. Lovett with a bit of a stop and start here on the near side. Cutting it back inside. Towards the penalty box goes the ball. There's Solis Vallejo with a strike. Chipping pass, that one was. Here's Carter Wilson looking for a strike hard and low. Moreno diving to his right makes the save. Still 0-0 here on Spring Hill Sports Live, home of Broncos sports. The season has just begun, and boy, do we have plenty on our docket for you this season. Chieftains reclaim possession in the midfield, looking forward. Good hustle from the Broncos. Ryan Rhodes, the right back for the Broncos this evening, to track back and deny that progress. Here's Rhodes, cutting it onto his favored right foot. Finding Crockstrom on the near side. Crockstrom's pass towards the middle is errant. The Chieftains reclaim it. Back-to-back tackles on Giovanni Aguirre. Sees a foul called and a free kick awarded to the Broncos right at the halfway line. Solis Vallejo will take this one. Rainforth drops back, asking for a quick free kick. Here's Crockstrom. He finds Rainforth. Rainforth clipped it into the box intended for Ajishi, who hadn't quite made his run yet, so Moreno's able to collect. And Moreno's distribution goes out of play. Throw in for the Broncos. Bruckner wins possession. Finds Wilson in the middle. Wilson avoiding 2 different tackles. And then plays it off before the third. Crockstrom finds Lovett. Lovett on this near side. Finds Crockstrom surging towards the box, and he gets blocked out and away by the Chieftains. Rainforth applying pressure, and that pressure causes a poor pass. Throw in for the Broncos. Same time as last time. And another throw in for the Broncos, a little closer to their defensive half this time. Carter Wilson lays in a tackle. Dispossesses the opposition for a moment, but Kirchhoff is there and sends a poor pass. Rhodes. Aguirre looking to the near side for Lovett. He finds his mark. Gets blocked back towards Simon, who tries to find Lovett again. And back again. Parker Simon forward for Solis Vallejo. Trails it for Crockstrom. Nice, simple triangular passing in the middle of the park from the Broncos. Here's Rainforth. He has Lovett on the near side. Instead, opts for the offside Solis Vallejo, and he halts his run and allows Moreno to collect. Chieftains have been losing the ball right at the halfway line all of this first half, and they do so again, thanks to a nice tackle from Ryan Rhodes. Solis Vallejo able to contain temporarily and then still adds pressure. Aguirre and Rhodes chip in to help out. Here's Carter Wilson. Aguirre. Simon. Crockstrom. Aguirre. Really simple passing from the Broncos here. Picking their head up nicely when in possession. Looking for the correct pass. Lovett looks for one himself. Puts that ball beautifully onto the penalty spot and forces the clearance from Manis, the junior from Tonganoxie. Corner kick awarded to the Broncos. Aguirre has a dangerous set-piece opportunity here for the Broncos to pull ahead. We are just 15 minutes into this first half. Almost everything has taken place in the Broncos' attacking half. Aguirre set to put us back underway. Right-footed strike towards the penalty spot again. It's headed up by the Chieftains and then headed again towards Aguirre, who squares the ball towards the top of the box. Solis Vallejo trails for Crockstrom. Looking for Rhodes, and there's somebody else there. Chieftains have a different idea. Bruckner doesn't allow it to fester and clears it out of the way. Throw in for the Chieftains. Great track back there from the captain, Zach Bruckner, number 9, the senior for the Broncos. Tracks all the way back from the set piece. Was looking to get ahead on the ball. Instead has to settle for a clearance with his foot. Ryan Rhodes dispossesses. Applegate gets a rare involvement and opts to clear it. On the far side, throw in for the visitors. Deep throw in as far as Parker Simon in the middle of the pitch. Surging forward, still had space, but opted to find Rainforth instead. Now Rainforth will look to use his incredible pace. Or not, opts for a deep strike, and it goes wide. No test of the keeper on that strike from Rainforth. Pair of substitutions here for the Broncos.
Checking into the game for the Broncos, number 7.
Amar Ajishi makes way, as will Diego Solis Vallejo. That pushes Rhodes into the middle.
14, Kellen Swanson.
Substitutes are Cody Hockett, number 7, and number 14, Kellen Swanson. 2 more seniors added to the fray for the Broncos 11. Hockett slots in on that right wing position. Rhodes tucks into the middle where Solis Vallejo was. And Swanson will take over as left back for this Broncos lineup. Aguirre applying great pressure, finds the strike from Rhodes, and it goes under Moreno. He has not had great hands tonight. Somebody greased those gloves before he put them on, because he has not been able to grab the ball at all tonight. It keeps squirting out and falling through his legs in dangerous positions. Once the Broncos realize that, they'll start crashing the goal, gobbling up those chances. Bruckner clears it forward, intended for Rainforth, but it's broken up before he can get there. Here's Butler. Bruckner tries to play it to Crockstrom, but instead Parker Simon's going to have to get involved because Carter Watson was there for the Chieftains. Watson cut out the pass intended for Crockstrom. Now Bruckner gets a clean pass, finding Lovett on the near side, who sends it forward for Jake Rainforth. Jake back to Lovett. Lovett able to keep it in play. Slots it across the face of goal side of Moreno. But the substitute Hockett was not there yet. Went to ground just before the ball. Great cross there from the other substitute, Swanson. Here's Rainforth. Another ball sent in, and this time it's collected calmly by Moreno, who plays it quickly for Watson. Lovett now. Aguirre's pass is cut out. Crockstrom caught out. Diving at a tackle. Here go the Chieftains the other way. Good thought there for the Chieftains. Here's Kirchhoff. And great read from Bruckner. Rainforth uses his pace, creating an opportunity out of nothing, and his strike goes curling wide of the far side of the net. Plenty of opportunities. Now they have started flowing for the Broncos, but not a single shot has been able to go on target in a dangerous way. If they are on target, they're a little soft. Pair of substitutes for the Chieftains here as we wait for them to get us back underway via goal kick from Jose Moreno. Aguirre. It's cleared away by Manis. Bruckner with a great read. Wilson taken down. Ball goes out of play for a throw in, it looks. Didn't hear a whistle, so no free kick given on the tackle on Wilson. They opt to trail it back to Bruckner. Here's Simon. Aguirre with a nice bit of skill to make his way past his defender, and a great sprayed pass for Seth Lovett down this near side. Doesn't get the containment on it, and it goes out of play. Throw in. And the ruling is going to be a foul following the shoulder from Lovett. Butler was taken to ground on that tackle from Lovett. Ball had already passed out of play, so that was the reason for the foul. Bruckner, Aguirre, Crockstrom. looking for the deep ball this time. It's headed back towards Aguirre. Good turn there in the middle of the pitch. Finds Rainforth. Forward for Aguirre. He was able to hold his run, and that goes out of play for a corner kick for the Broncos. We have had 22 minutes played, and this is not the start that the Broncos would have wanted to have. They are playing a team who has not found a foothold this season, coming off of a 7-0 walloping of Baser Linwood. You would expect them to have at least one in the back of the net by this point. Good corner kick taken there by Aguirre and headed wide by Hockett.
Chieftains, number 2, Cody Long.
Substitutions for both teams ready to come on. The Chieftains subs will be taken. Home team subs are going to hold. Moreno plays it short. Finds the feet of Manis. Bruckner has been reading that pass all day long as he cuts out another one. Bruckner presses forward into the attack this time. He's under the attacking line, cutting it onto his left foot, looking for the strike, and he skies that one. That'll be in the parking lot. Good effort from the center half, getting forward into the attack, getting involved, getting engaged. The captain trying to lead from the front. And a double change here for the home team as Carter Wilson and Seth Lovett will both exit. Substitute will be number 16, Jackson Montgomery. And the other is number 12, Diego Solis Vallejo, who returns to the fray, this time in more of a attacking position. Still in the midfield trio. Crockstrom able to win the throw-in for the home team. Turn from Aguirre. Cuts it back on his defender, and then again, Solis Vallejo. Crockstrom. And that ball is overcooked for Montgomery, who's not quite able to get there in time to keep it in play. Another goal kick for Moreno. And the Chieftains will make another 3 changes.
Checking in for the Chieftains, number 6, Carter Watson. Number 9, Santiago Gallardo. Number 27, Emery Weiser.
So 25 minutes gone here, and the Broncos still level with the Chieftains. They've started to have plenty of clear-cut opportunities in the attack, just can't capitalize on them. Bit more composure in the attacking third is going to be needed as they've had it in the midfield. Simplicity is key. Hockett is hacked down. Free kick awarded to the Broncos just outside of the penalty area on their attacking half. Aguirre will take this. May even go for goal on this, and opts to take it short to Solis Vallejo. What do I know? Rainforth loses it and wins it back immediately, and then he goes from distance, and that goes again into the parking lot. 2 souvenir balls into the lot so far in the varsity game. There were a couple more in the C team and JV games that took place before this one. JV winning confidently. Moreno opting to spray it down this near side. Crockstrom read it all day, though. Good tackle there from Solis Vallejo. Center official disagrees. Carter Watson was the player that was down after the play. He's back up and walking, jogging, even running. Aguirre. Chieftains finally able to string together some good passes here in the midfield. And there's the commentator's curse, or blessing if you're a Broncos fan, as Parker Simon steps in to cut that one out. Great run from Montgomery down this near side. Aguirre was able to find him. Montgomery still sticking with it after losing it the first time around. And that ball is finally cleared out by the Chieftains. Jackson Montgomery opts for Rainforth on the throw-in, who muscles his defender off the ball. And out of play, throw-in for the Broncos. Aguirre. Good run from Solis Vallejo. This game is becoming a bit more chippy and physical as it grows. Typically that means it's growing towards a goal. So hopefully for the Broncos, that is true. Parker Simon stepping forward has to clear that ball off of the defender. That goes out of play on the near side for another throw-in for the home team. Rainforth heads it around his defender, able to get back into possession, and then the second one gets involved. Here's Jackson Montgomery. He loses out to Kirchhoff, who clears it back into the midfield. All 11 players for the Chieftains are tucked in their defensive third. Montgomery takes a quick throw in to find Rainforth, who tries to keep it up past one, then two. Looking for the strike. Moreno saves it the first time. Rainforth is positive across the goal line in disbelief. Ball is still in play, however. Assistant official on the near side says no goal, and we play on. Here's Rainforth. Receives a shove to the back, and a yellow card is shown to Carter Watson. I said it was getting a little bit more physical down here, and sure enough, so too does the center official. Yellow card shown in the 29th minute of play to Carter Watson, number 6, the junior for Tonganoxie. That, of course, in the high school game forces a substitution, as that player must return to the bench temporarily. There's no time limit on it. They just have to touch the bench, and then they can sub back in once play resumes. So now the official will go over to the far side touchline, have a conversation with Tonganoxie head coach John Orndorff to explain the yellow card, what led to it. It's just persistent tackling. It looks like he's gesturing, hacking with the studs. Nothing too serious. And we are almost ready to get back underway. Ball is placed just outside of the penalty area. Attacking third, Aguirre fakes it the first time, clips it in towards the penalty spot the second time, and it's headed away. Montgomery applies the pressure, keeps it in play, and wins the throw-in for the Broncos. Good hustle from the substitute sophomore, number 16, Jackson Montgomery. Swanson pressing forward now. Looking for Rhodes. It gets blocked out, and another throw-in for the Broncos on their attacking third. Aguirre lucks into possession. And Montgomery not quite able to keep that one in play on the near side following the pass from Bruckner. Throw in for the Chieftains. Simon. Rhodes. Aguirre. Solis Vallejo. Aguirre. Montgomery. For a moment, Rhodes was in possession, and then it bounced off his leg and back into the mixer. Heavy tackle from Parker Simon. You'd think this was a Tonganoxie home game, given the way they reacted to that. Not happy that a yellow card was shown to Watson earlier in the game, and no yellow is shown there. It's a clean tackle. It was a foul, of course, but clean enough to not be a yellow card. Crockstrom holds his run to keep possession. Resets it back towards Aguirre. Simon. 9 minutes remaining in this first half. Still scoreless as we head closer towards the break. Here's Rainforth trying to break the deficit here. Montgomery muscles his way back into possession and wins the throw-in at the same time. Jackson Montgomery has been an injection of energy on this right side.
Subbing for the Chieftains, number 10, Josiah Weatherford.
A trio of substitutes here for the Broncos. Carter Wilson returns. Seth Lovett returns. As does Ajishi, Crockstrom, Hockett, and one other exited. That was incredibly helpful of me to say. Apologize, I missed that third player that exited. Montgomery. Montgomery was the third player that made way. Swanson will take the throw in. Looking for Lovett, and that bounces away. Goal kick. So following the shuffle of the deck, first opportunity goes the way of the Chieftains. Moreno with another goal kick here. Bruckner again reads that pass. He's had his sights set on it all day long, and eventually that gets blocked off of him and out of play for, you guessed it, another goal kick. Moreno will take his time, trying to drain down the clock here. Still 0-0. It'd be a great result for them if they're able to take it all the way through double overtime and maintain this draw. It is a delayed start today. It was supposed to start at 6:15, but following the addition of the C-team game, it did push the start time back an hour and 15 minutes to this 7:30 time slot. So it allows the players to be under the lights. Here's Rainforth. Sends it forward for Lovett, who had already stopped his run. Ball kept in play. Cleared down line. Parker Simon will usher it out of play before getting us back underway. Aguirre shows. Swanson takes the throw in all the way back to the keeper. Don't often see that. Throw in towards the keeper, and he flubs the initial touch. Applegate starts to go towards his own net and then has to clear it out of play. Throw in awarded deep by the corner flag for Tonganoxie. And offsides flag is called. So offside in the corner, so it was a throw in, and then player passed it back to the player that took the throw in, and he was on an offside position. We're back underway. Solis Vallejo for Carter Wilson. Wilson cuts it back. Simon. Here's Bruckner. Swanson does well to muscle the opposition off of the ball. Simon clears it downfield. Chieftains offer their first strike of the day, and Applegate collects it no problem. Applegate quickly trying to spur on the counterattack. Rainforth sends it forward for Ajishi, who wins the throw in deep in the attacking third. Rainforth takes it quickly for Ajishi, who gets muscled out of possession. Solis Vallejo lays in a tackle. Here's Carter Wilson. Lovett. Aguirre. Good run from Swanson to find the space down here by the near side corner flag. And his cross is right at Moreno, who gathers it calmly. 36 minutes have come and gone, still scoreless as we head towards the break. Halftime show is brought to you by Michael Grand at Farm Bureau Financial Services. Be sure to stick around for that halftime show. Bruckner recollects and then distributes, finding Lovett. Lovett able to maintain possession following 2 tight pinching tackles, and then coughs it up following the third. Here's Swanson, trails it for Simon. Good composure in possession in the defensive side of this game. There's Bruckner's pass, and that is errant towards Solis Vallejo. Chieftains again not able to get anything going on the counterattack. It's an awkward tackle there. Broncos still maintain possession though, so advantage is played. Bruckner. Aguirre with plenty of space in front of him needs to just take it himself and instead plays a pass intended for Lovett, but that is not near Lovett. The Chieftains clear it back into the midfield. Swanson to Simon. Simon has Applegate, who then puts his boot through it, putting it back towards that purple center circle. Good defensive work rate from Carter Wilson. Tracks all the way back, muscles the player off of possession. Ball bounces into the arms of Applegate. It'll be a great result for the visitors if they're able to get to halftime scoreless. Broncos will certainly not be pleased if they do so. They have 2.5 minutes to get something going. Broncos have clearly been the better side. They just can't execute in the final third. That's a beautiful tackle from Parker Simon. Made full contact with the ball. The player's momentum took him down on the other side. Love it. Both the tackle and the player who had possession. Carter Wilson loses out and then accidentally trips up the other player. And that will be a yellow card for Carter Wilson. It just was a tangle of legs, but either way, center official. It's called game management. He's aware that if he doesn't give that yellow card, the fans will lose their minds. If he does give the yellow card, he gets a little bit of favor from them. He's still not their favorite person, but it's just managing the game a little bit. So Wilson exits. Free kick given to Tonganoxie. Ethan Butler, number 5, the left back for the visitors this evening, will take this free kick. Minute 53 on the clock. Ball sent in towards the penalty spot. It's headed up towards Applegate, who's able to jump up and collect calmly. Boy, that would be disappointing if the Broncos conceded there. Having dominated the entirety of the first half, nothing to show for it on their own end, and then a foul following a tangle of legs, resulting in a goal for the opposition, would be not much to the liking of the boys in purple down on the pitch. Ball pops out towards Aguirre. He sends it forward, looking for Rainforth, who has the pace to get onto the end of this and the strength. He's able to get past the keeper. It's into the back of the net. Jake Rainforth scores the first, breaks the egg right over the Chieftains' heads. 1-0 Broncos. Beautiful ball from Giovanni Aguirre. Saw the space, knew the pace, and played it perfectly. Bounced once or twice, but Jake Rainforth able to wrangle that ball in, muscle his way past the defender, then past the keeper, and let the ball do the rest of the work into the back of the net. 1-0 Broncos. With 1 minute to go in this first half, the Broncos finally surge in front. So 1-0 with 1 minute to go in the first half. We're back underway. Chieftains with possession. Immediately trail it back to their defense. Broncos now with a bit of a spur in their step. Heavy tackle from Bruckner. All of Bronco Nation claiming that is a fair tackle. Coaches and players alike. There was a lot of body to body, but he did get the ball. And a stoppage of clock is called. Just 35 seconds after we got underway following the goal, there's a stoppage of the clock again, so 45 seconds remain in this first half. As there is a Chieftain down on the pitch, we will slide to break. We'll be right back with more soccer on Spring Hill Sports Live. And welcome back to Spring Hill Activity Center here on Spring Hill Sports Live. As soon as we threw it to break, the player got up and walked off the pitch. So here we are. We're back again. The player that was down was Emery Weiser. He is subbed off following the injury. Free kick given to Tonganoxie. They chip that one in towards the box. It's headed down by Bruckner. Rainforth is able to collect in the center circle. He has mere seconds on the clock, but that's all he needs as he paces himself forward, looking for the shot. It bounces off of both posts and back out. Did not cross the net. Still 1-0. What a chance from Jake Rainforth. He saw a small window of opening there on the near side post as Moreno was not guarding his lines appropriately. Beautiful curl on the ball, but not enough as it pinged off of the inside of the near side post and then went across the goal line, not passing it, but on it like a tightrope, hits the far side post and goes back out into the field of play. That is a rare one if I have ever seen it, but that takes us to halftime here on Spring Hill Sports Live. Broncos lead the Chieftains 1-0. We'll be right back with more Broncos soccer and the halftime show brought to you by Michael Grand, Farm Bureau Financial Services. Don't go anywhere. Keep it locked on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their number one goal is to protect you and your family. Insurance is complicated and not one size fits all. Michael and his team take pride in the relationship they build with their client members. Let them work with you to customize a plan that protects your livelihood and your future. To learn more, call Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services 913-592-2336 or visit them at 117 South Main in Spring Hill.
Spring Hill's hometown shop is J&T Auto Service. As a full-service repair shop, J&T Auto Service works on all makes and models. Diesels, Europeans, they do it all. From combines to Corvettes. Visit J&T Auto Service for oil changes, tires, brakes, alignments, electrical diagnostics, and so much more. Small town, friendly service with high-tech tools and training. Schedule your service at J&T Auto Service. Call 913-592-6424. You can also visit jtautoinc.com.
Make your brand soar with Skylark Printing in Spring Hill. Family owned and operated, Skylark Printing has been helping businesses rise above the noise for over 25 years. They use top-of-the-line commercial printing equipment and American-made materials to create premium quality products at competitive prices. Visit their website at skylarkprinting.com to explore sign and sticker options, read customer 5-star reviews, and reach out to let them help your business stand out from the rest. Skylark Printing, rise above the noise.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Bronco fans can find us at 408 North Webster in Spring Hill or call 913-592-2050. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
Hi, I'm Katie Casey, and I'm honored to be a third-generation realtor in our Crown Realty family. My dad and grandparents started Crown Realty in 1973, and since then we have grown to become one of the largest brokerages in the Midwest. We now have 8 office locations and over 150 agents covering about 20 counties across Kansas and Missouri. Reach out to us today to experience the Crown Realty difference, where we are committed to treating our agents like family and our clients like royalty.
For 50 years, Elliott Group has been your local insurance partner. With 5 convenient locations, Elliott Group is big enough to offer the best carriers, but small enough to know your name and your insurance needs. Elliott Group is more than just insurance. They're a part of each community they serve, with a wide variety of insurance solutions to help your unique challenges. Elliott Group, where they're there for you today and for years to come. Visit them at any of their 5 locations or at ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
First Option Bank, community banking at its best. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
What are you doing? You're supposed to be working on your schoolwork.
Oh, well, it's raining, so we don't have internet.
Not anymore. I just signed us up for Go Brawley.
I hate Go Brawley. I miss satellite internet.
Go Brawley. You'll love us, but your kids might not. Call us today at 913-837-4678.
Hi, I'm Dr. Aaron Stoes with Paola Vet Clinic. We'd like to thank you for trusting us with the care of your pets and large animals. At Paola Vet Clinic, we're proud to be your hometown veterinarians who know and care about your family. We provide cutting-edge diagnostic services, digital radiology, ultrasound, and in-house same-day blood work, chiropractic, and reproductive services. Come in and see us at our new location here in Paola in the Industrial Park with indoor cattle and equine facilities complete with a hydraulic tip chute. With a team of 11 veterinarians, our commitment to this community makes Paola Vet Clinic the vets you can trust.
Being a donor to the Spring Hill Education Foundation is about making a difference in a child's life to ensure they will have every opportunity to succeed in the classroom and beyond. My name is Dr. Bart Gehring, and I have been a donor to the Spring Hill Education Foundation for 25 years.
And welcome back to Spring Hill Sports Live. Your presenting sponsor is Strode Orthodontics. And your halftime show sponsor is brought to you by Michael Gran at Farm Bureau Financial Services. Michael's goal is to help you plan for the unexpected and protect your future. Getting to know you and the things that are most important to you will help them customize the right plan for your needs. To learn more, visit them at 117 South Main in Spring Hill or call 913-592-2336. Our halftime show by Michael Gran, Farm Bureau Financial Services, brings up our Chamber of Connection, brought to you by Spring Hill Chamber of Commerce, reminding you to support our community and shop local. Keep up to date with Chamber events by visiting them online at springhillks.org or stop by the new office in downtown Spring Hill. So that Chamber of Connection that we are talking about is going to be the connection that led to the first and only goal for either team in this match. It was from Giovanni Aguirre to Jake Rainforth. Aguirre found the angle, found the space, and hit the ball with pace to find the pace of Jake Rainforth, who ran onto it, kept it in play, kept it under his control, muscled the defender out of the way, and then muscled the keeper to the ground and allowed the ball to roll into the back of the net. That is the story of this first half in terms of the scoring. In terms of the rest of the game, outside of those 30 seconds or so, it was all Spring Hill. They've dominated possession on both sides of the ball. Tonganoxie have not been able to get into their attacking third, but only once following a foul or an offsides call and a foul in their attacking half. It has not looked great for them in terms of chances created. They only have 3 shots compared to Spring Hill's 7. 2 corner kicks for the Broncos and none for the Chieftains. So that pretty much tells it the story right there. Are the stats of the half. We'll be right back with the second half. Just a minute 30 to go here left until the second half gets underway. Keep it locked right here on Spring Hill Sports Live.
The industry's most advanced equipment and training, state-of-the-art diagnostic tool. The industry's most advanced equipment and training, state-of-the-art diagnostic tools, and the small-town friendly service you expect. That's J&T Auto Service in Spring Hill. Eliminate the veil of uncertainty with J&T Auto's digital diagnostic process. This unique service ensures transparency, clear communication, and documentation, allowing for a quick and complete repair. To learn more or to schedule an appointment, call 913-592-6424. You can also visit jtautoinc.com.
At Olathe Health, we perform cutting-edge surgical procedures because changing lives with innovative care drives us, one patient at a time. Olathe Health. Advanced healthcare. Advancing lives.
If you're off your game because of pain or injury, turn to Olathe Health because orthopedics is our game. Joint repair and replacement, chronic conditions and injuries, hand surgery, sports medicine. Make an appointment today.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Bronco fans can find us at 408 North Webster in Spring Hill or call 913-592-2050. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
Being a donor to the Spring Hill Education Foundation is about making a difference in a child's life to ensure they will have every opportunity to succeed in the classroom and beyond. My name is Dr. Bart Gehring, and I have been a donor to the Spring Hill Education Foundation for 25 years.
Welcome back to Spring Hill Sports Live, home of Broncos sports, and tonight's affair is soccer. As the Broncos have taken on the Chieftains of Tonganoxie, we are set, ready to go for the second half. 40 minutes on the clock. Broncos will have possession, and they are up 1-0. Caden Carbajo, on the camera. Tristan Jordan on the call. We are delighted to have you join us this evening for this high school soccer affair, as the Broncos have dominated this game inside and out, except they haven't been able to find the sharp blade on the end of their swords to find the back of the net. And that just perfectly sums it up. Aguirre's pinging ball bouncing off the back of Wilson. And ball goes out of play for a corner kick, the first of the game for the visitors. While the first half took place fully on this side of the pitch, we are going to hope that the same cannot be said for the second half, as that would mean Tonganoxie dominates possession. Zach Bruckner organizing the defense. Back line. And we are ready to get this ball in towards the box. It is lofted high. Applegate not quite able to get a hand to it. It goes out of play. Goal kick is the call. Tonganoxie player not happy that there wasn't a foul or a touch or something to give them possession back. Cody Lobb. Bruckner gets us back underway, finds Simon, and a two-handed shove from Cody Lobb. No intent to play the ball there. That's clear and obvious yellow card, in my opinion. Center official calls Lobb over. And, well, I guess he just stopped play, wanted ball to be fully stopped. Bruckner, Aguirre, Wilson. Here's Rainforth. Shrugs off the first defender like he was nothing. And then loses out to the third. It's been a theme as well. Broncos able to make their way past one, maybe two defenders, but it's always the third defender that seems to claim possession for their team. That ball goes out of play. Another goal kick for the home team. Pressure on Aguirre from behind. Not able to thread the needle as calmly as he was hoping to with that nutmeg. Finally, Rhodes has to get involved and clear it. Solis Vallejo called for the foul on that one as Jamison Breitzman was being held on his shoulders by Solis Vallejo. So free kick awarded to the visitors. Butler to take. Lofts it towards the penalty spot. It's a beautiful ball, but Bruckner was there, who heads it away. Kirchhoff tries to put it back into the mixer, and there's Butler's deep strike, but Applegate jumps into the air to collect. Applegate gets us back underway. Here's Rainforth, collects it after a poor clearance, muscles his way, tries to muscle his way past the defender, then looks to leave it for Solis Vallejo. Chieftains have looked far better in the second half. Aguirre fights to reclaim possession. Here's Wilson. Takes a bad first touch, and there's Kirchhoff, who plays it right into the path of Parker Simon. Neither team really wants possession right now, or so it feels, as the ball keeps pinballing around. Bad pass after bad pass. That's an awful tackle. Kirchhoff just full-on trucked Carter Wilson as he was in the air. Take him to ground. Free kick awarded for the Broncos. Bruckner found Lovett, who was not quite able to keep that in play off his head. Goes out of play. Throw in for the Chieftains. Kirchhoff. Forward for Lobb, who coughs up possession to Simon. Trails it all the way back to Applegate. Applegate puts some air under his boot. There's Lovett. Crockstrom dragged down. Free kick awarded. Seth Lovett will take this. Takes it quickly. Finds Rainforth, who sends it forward for Lovett. Great chance here for the Broncos to double their lead. Lovett tries to press in towards the box and then overcooks the touch past the defender. And it goes out of play. Goal kick. It's the best chance of the half so far for the Broncos. Crockstrom steps up to block that one out for a throw-in. Both teams sizing each other up here. The first half, started to get rather physical towards the end of it. And we have picked up right where we left off at the start of the second half. Simon trails it for Applegate, who returns in kind. Wilson collects and turns. Had space in front of him, but instead opted to pass it forward. Rainforth then on for Lovett. Trying to cut it onto the inside, and Lovett loses out. And a poor pass finds Aguirre. Broncos back in possession. Here's Bruckner. Rhodes. Solis Vallejo. Forward for Ajishi. Gishi able to maintain possession, looking for the nutmegging cross. He found it. Moreno dives on it, though, eliminating the danger. Moreno is a new goalkeeper for the Chieftains, as their former first-string goalkeeper a couple of years ago was known for coming all the way forward and taking their penalty kicks, as Bruckner cuts out a good chance there from the Chieftains. Good idea there from Bruckner. Finds Ajishi, who's able to keep it in play. Great stop-start down this near side. He's able to maintain possession. He's taken to ground. Free kick awarded to the Broncos in a dangerous area. Although Ajishi is still down after the tackle. Amar Ajishi on the ground, just outside the penalty area. Good chances for the Broncos have started to stack on top of each other as this half grows into itself. Parker Simon is going to be the only player kept back for the home team, as Applegate is having a conversation with him, trying to organize the defense following this set piece. Solis Vallejo will now take this set piece for the Broncos. He has a tight angle for a right-footed strike, or he can try to put an in-swinging ball towards the penalty spot in hopes that somebody will knock it in on the far post. The wall placement isn't going to do anything, as it's too far to the left. The only thing it does is guard against a direct strike, but from this angle, the keeper could have saved a direct strike anyway. Omar Ajishi being subbed off here.
Broncos are 15, Harrison York checking in.
Harrison York, who had a great game with the JV squad, now checks in for the varsity team for the injured Amar Ajishi. Good ball from Solis Vallejo, and it's into the back of the net. Right through that wall like it was nothing. I mentioned the wall was going to do nothing, and it did nothing. Solis Vallejo, Diego Solis Vallejo doubles the lead for the Broncos, 2-0. It came at the cost of Amar Ajishi being subbed off. But what a response from the Broncos, coming out of the gate in the exact same form that they left in. 2-0 Broncos. And this game just seems ripe for the picking for the boys in purple. Love it. Sends it forward for Crockstrom. Here's Wilson. Able to make his way past the first defender. He has one more to beat before he can send in the cross. Opts to trail it towards Crockstrom, who's blocked and muscled out of possession. Aguirre commits the foul on number 35, Vance Wagner. No cards issued. It wasn't a card-worthy offense. But we have had 2 yellow cards so far. One to Carter Wilson and one to Carter Watson. Something with Carter W tonight. Bruckner does a nice job of heading that ball down, finding the substitute York, who gets his first touch of the game, finding the second goal scorer, Solis Vallejo, who's shoved to ground. Advantage is played by the center official. Wilson tries to play it forward, and it goes out of play. Had Wilson not maintained possession, it would have been a free kick, hence the advantage. Here's Bruckner. Still in possession, Bruckner. Surging forward now. Good clipping pass from Rainforth. It's headed away by the visitors, and that is a gnarly tackle. No intent to play the ball. Bruckner motions for a stoppage of clock and humorously issues a yellow card. Center official unamused. And it looks like Rainforth may take this one. He's He took a strike from this distance on the other side of the pitch in the first half, and now he's been talked off of it. Looks like Aguirre, excuse me. Under half an hour remaining in this match, and it will be Seth Lovett to take this. There were 5 people standing over this ball at one point. Half of the Broncos on the pitch. But now it's just 3. Rhodes, Lovett, and Rainforth. Lovett has his feet set like he will be the one to take, and it will be Lovett. Nice curling ball, and Moreno knocks it down and collects, despite the impending pressure from Solis Vallejo, who crashed the net expertly. Moreno throws the ball back into play. And a poor pass sees that ball go out of play for a throw-in. Ryan Rhodes will get us back underway. Poked away. Throw in a bit further down the pitch. Finds Rainforth, who parries it right back to him. Here's Rainforth deep in this formation. Aguirre finding Rainforth in space. Quickly closed down on. Finds the head of Wilson, who's not able to bring it down, and that goes out of play. Shepherded nicely by Butler. Out of play. Goal kick for the visitors. Double change ready to come on for Tonganoxie.
Checking in for Tonganoxie, number 13, Cole Kessler. And number 9, Santiago Gallardo.
Following that pair of subs for the visitors, they will now get a goal kick, excuse me. Carter Wilson and Solis Vallejo applying the pressure. Kirchhoff comes away with it. Wagner's laying in the chase, but Bruckner ushers it out of play. Throw in for the Chieftains. This is the furthest down the pitch that they have had possession in quite some time, Tonganoxie. Broncos standing off, allowing them to have the space. Tonganoxie muscled off of the ball by Bruckner. Here's York. Into the middle, finds Solis Vallejo, who ushers the defender with a feint of the shoulder, turns and sprays a ball for Rainforth. Rainforth then loses it in the corner flag, but it goes to Solis Vallejo, who has a strike. It parries off of the defender and then gathered calmly by Moreno. That leads us to 9 shots for the Broncos on the evening. Chieftains, space afforded. Rhodes will collect this poor pass, if not just usher it out of play, and opts for the latter. So throw in Broncos in their defensive half, deep by the corner flag, opting for York on the throw-in, and Bruckner puts his boot through it. Headed back into the middle towards Aguirre. Rhodes. Bruckner. Simon. Well done by Simon to allow that ball to run past him in front and then run on to it, as he did have pressure coming on top of him. Crockstrom plays it forward for Lovett. Lovett feints, dips the shoulder now into towards the box. Lovett looking for a strike with his right foot, and it fades across the face of net. And out of play for a goal kick. Great opportunity there for Seth Lovett. Heavy right-footed player. Could have taken it with his left to curl it on target, but instead took his dominant leg, and it curled across the face. York was almost there on the near side, but not quite in time. Crockstrom does well to win that ball out of the air. Lovett and Wilson fighting for it. Wilson able to maintain. Here's Lovett with another chance with his right foot. Moreno slaps it down and then collected calmly. Lovett with a good chance yet again. Unselfish play from Jake Rainforth, who already has a goal to himself this evening. laying it off beautifully for a first-time shot from Lovett. That'll be a throw-in for the Broncos. Rainforth looking for a switch of field towards Lovett. Lovett has Wilson. He finds him. Wilson looking for the strike. He's trying to shoot it through 3 different players. Gets back on it, but off the bar, and then it goes wide. Carter Wilson, the only player in the box who wanted that ball, at least of the 4 or 5 that were standing around it. He was able to put his arms on the shoulders of a defender and just simply say, "Excuse me, sir," reclaim possession, and then the strike went right off of the upright on the far side. The second chance went begging out for a goal kick. The determination is certainly there for the Broncos in the second half. Whatever head coach Eric Schwartz said to them, it clearly rang true, as the Broncos have looked even more dominant in this second half. Not necessarily more dominant, but more deadly in the attack. It's hard to be more dominant when you don't allow your opponent to get out of their own half. Aguirre and Solis Vallejo connecting. Looking for that Aguirre to Rainforth connection. Here's Bruckner. Looking for a strike with his left foot. Takes it, and that one also curls wide across the face of net. Another goal kick for Tonganoxie. Both teams ready with a substitution each here. It'll be Jackson Montgomery checking in on the far side. Up front, that is number 7, Cody Hockett. I was thinking it was Montgomery as he subbed in for the right wing last time around, but Lovett has a couple of chances not go his way and then gets the hook from the sideline. So subbed out for Hockett. Broncos hoping for a bit sharper blade on that right wing. And there's a key difference there between the Chieftains and the Broncos. Is when the Chieftains lose the ball, they almost shrug their shoulders and just watch as it goes billowing down the pitch. Meanwhile, the Broncos, when they lose possession, they turn and 2 or 3 guys crash on top of the ball in an effort to win it back. It's good indication of strong culture within the Broncos squad. And a great ball there from Solis Vallejo to find Rainforth, and he hits it over the bar. That could have been a beautiful pass it was a beautiful pass from Solis Vallejo, but the shot attempt was just overcooked. Another substitution here as Swanson comes on. Diego Solis Vallejo will see the bench briefly. Means Ryan Rhodes moves up into the midfield, and Swanson checks in towards the left back position. A duel of changes for Tonganoxie as well. Aguirre. Hockett not quite able to hack it. Throw in for the Broncos. Crockstrom finds Rainforth in the box. Using his strength well, Rainforth puts it across the face, and it's up high. Moreno, not the tallest player on the pitch, but gets up for it, knocks it down, and then falls on top of it. He's got an interesting way of distributing passes. Here's York. Well done from the JV man, fighting to maintain possession. Aguirre shrugs off a defender and then distributes before the second. Good touch by Crockstrom. Wilson. Hockett. Crockstrom. And Aguirre loses out in the middle. Kirchhoff claims possession for Tonganoxie, for it's passed out of play by Butler. Throw in Broncos, taken quickly by Crockstrom. Here's Rainforth, heads it forward for Hockett, who takes the strike across the face of goal. York is muscled down. No penalty, says the center official. Ball is still in play. Moreno, the keeper, came all the way out for it. Here's York. No keeper in the net. Looking for Wilson. There's the strike there, and it's into the back of the net from Krokstrom. Rami Krokstrom with quite the strike from just outside of the box. Jose Moreno, I don't know what the keeper was thinking. He came all the way out of his box, chasing the ball all the way to the corner flag. All the Broncos had to do was pass the ball calmly. It wasn't necessarily calm, but it eventually found the right guy, and Rami Krokstrom, who puts them up 3-0. So Broncos 3, Chieftains 0. Second half, we have just under 20 minutes here to play. The Broncos sharpening their blade with each substitution, each kick of the ball, becoming ever dangerous. Here's Aguirre. Kirchhoff claims the pass. Now the Chieftains trying to get literally anything going in the attacking half, and it won't happen today. Krokstrom blocks it out. Throw in for Tonganoxie. Stick around after the game for our post-game show brought to you by Team Young Realty. Let Team Young get it done for you. The next time you are looking to buy or sell your home, give them a call at 913-386-4488 for your free, no-obligation offer. Again, stick around for the post-game show brought to you by Team Young Realty. Free kick taken by Tonganoxie, and it will bounce all the way into the welcome hands of Applegate. Caden Applegate distributes towards Krokstrom, the newly anointed goal scorer for the Broncos. Simon cuts out the opportunity, sends it forward for Rhodes. Kirchhoff wins the ball cleanly. Simon swings in, and the ball eventually finds Krokstrom again. Rainforth. He has York in the box. Defender gets a touch to it. Well dribbled by number 14 for the visitors, Jamison Breitzman. Simon taken off the ball by Lobb. That's his second harsh tackle, and then the Broncos just give it right back to the Chieftains. Here's Swanson. Poked out of play, throw in for the home team. A change of pace here. York makes way. And here is Jackson Montgomery checking in on the left wing position. So a good few minutes for Harrison York, the freshman, up with the first team. Had some good chances. Could have drawn a penalty. Was involved in the goal for Krokstrom. But here's Montgomery. And he overcooks his first pass. He'll sure to have a few more opportunities. Here's Rhodes. Good pressure from Bruckner. Causes an errant pass. Aguirre forward for Rainforth. And he took too long to distribute that pass. A lot of that was due to the pressure from Isaiah Manis. Wilson sends it forward, intended for Hockett, who's able to collect. It's down by that far side corner flag. It's poked away. Here's Kirchhoff. Muscles his way past Krokstrom. And feeds it into the middle. Breitzman, the captain for Tonganoxie. Can he lead his side towards their first goal of the day? And the answer is no, thanks to Zach Bruckner. Came forward and stripped Lobb of it. The momentum of Bruckner trucked right through one of the Tonganoxie players in the middle of the pitch. Bruckner wanted the strike quite badly. This ball was blocked right before him, but the timing was already in his head. Took the strike anyway. No ball in sight. Swanson wins it. Montgomery keeps it in play, in by the corner flag. Now dribbling, just rolling the ball end over end towards the penalty space. And then it's cleared away by Tonganoxie. Hockett will collect, trails it back to Crockstrom. Good track there from Ramey Crockstrom. Carter Wilson looking for Hockett. He's going to get there. Can he get the cross off? He does. Moreno jumping to collect. Crockstrom sees a second on the horizon. Now it has to be a cross. Moreno gets a hand to it, but isn't able to collect. Rainforth brings it down, looking for a cross himself. Goes in towards the top of the box. Rose with the strike, and Moreno dives to his right to make the claim. Broncos are not satisfied with 3. They want more. Bruckner finds Rhodes. Parker Simon with great physicality to maintain composure and claim the ball. The other side of the ball, though, that is not composure. His intent from Josiah Weatherford, the senior from Tonganoxie. There's an argument to be made there for a yellow card. If the player travels a certain distance to commit the foul, that certainly displays some form of intent. Referee instead opting to manage the player and just say, hey, look, I get it. Take a deep breath. Moreno punches that one outside the box, and it's kept in play by Watson on the far side. Good step from Aguirre. A poor pass, though. But he reclaims it anyway. Here's Aguirre. Right across the face of net. Jackson Montgomery is able to get a strike to it, and it goes wide and out of play. He was in a tight space, not much time. Had to have a go if he wanted one. Double change now for the Broncos. Crockstrom and Wilson exit the pitch. The players checking in are Diego Solis Vallejo and Amar Ajishi, who returns to the fray following having to exit for injury right before his counterpart's goal to make it 2-0. Corner kick results in nothing as it is headed over the bar. Just 12 minutes remaining here at the Spring Hill Activity Center. Don't go away, though. This game is almost certain to have at least one more goal in it for the Broncos, as they have been dominant all night long. If you are looking to follow the Broncos in this season's pursuit of a trophy, they play again tomorrow night right here at the Spring Hill Activity Center, so come on back. They will be here up against Paola at 6 o'clock tomorrow evening. Bruckner sprays it towards Simon. Rhodes. There's Amar Ajishi looking for the strike with his right foot. It's blocked back. And now the ball is free in the midfield. It will be claimed by Bruckner. Here's Swanson. Good pass towards Montgomery, who sends a second touch cross. It was pinging ball across the face of net. Hockett takes a strike. It goes out for a corner kick on the far side.
Corner kick taken by number 18, Giovanni Aguirre.
So corner kick here for the Broncos. Aguirre sends it towards the penalty spot. It's headed forward by Bruckner, but what a save from Rainforth. That ball looked destined to go into the back of the net. It was slow, but it was on target. Jose Moreno had to leap off his line to parry that one out for a second offering here. This time it's low and hard from Aguirre. And a third chance is what the Broncos will have. Another low and slow corner kick. Diego Solis Vallejo loses out. And here go Tonganoxie the other way. Great clearance by Simon. Puts the ball out for a throw-in for Tonganoxie, allowing his teammates to get back and also allowing substitutions to take place for the visitors.
Number 13, Cole Kessler.
Your next broadcast here on Spring Hill Sports Live will be this Friday as Spring Hill and Tonganoxie continue their feud. But over on the American football side, BJ Harris, Matt Jones, Caden Carbajo will be on that broadcast for you. So make sure you tune in. 7 p.m. is the kickoff for the Friday Night Lights football game home. So if you're not in the stands or you're not able to make it to the game, be sure to tune in on Spring Hill Sports Live. Even if you're doing some work and you need something in your ears, this is the perfect something for you. Keep the community going as the Broncos look to continue their success in sport following this, what looks like to be a foregone conclusion of a victory. Aguirre with a beautiful ball down the far side. Hockett will collect. Pulls back, finds a Jishi. And back once more for Rhodes. Now Aguirre. Bruckner. First time pass towards Swanson. Takes it infield. Looking for a deep strike from Swanson, and that goes wide. But why not? You're up 3-0. Might as well have some fun with it. And the goal kick goes out of play off the foot of Butler. Hey, Tonganoxie just has not had anything going right for them, and it's a normal phenomenon to have when you're up against the Broncos, as this team is drilled so well, especially with 11 seniors in the 20 on the game day roster. It is hard to get a breath. Relentless pressure, relentless dominance from the Broncos of Spring Hill. We said pregame that they are averaging 3 goals per game, and they are smack dab on the average here with 3 goals. So if they can maintain this dominance for the next 6 minutes or so,
Number 3, Nate Fiedler.
will result in the victory for the home team. Another substitution here for the Broncos. Harrison York, number 15, the freshman, checks back in, this time for Hockett. So now York is playing on the right side. Montgomery steps forward. Ball's pinged off of him and out for a throw-in for Tonganoxie. Aguirre went for the Maradona there, unsuccessful. Aguirre has to then step in and clear the ball away. Tonganoxie trying as they might to get something going. Ball's clipped forward, but Caden Applegate will parry it down, waste a little bit of the clock. Good little gamesmanship there from the keeper. Hasn't had much time to be involved in this game. So soaking up the seconds as he can. Solis Vallejo. Montgomery. Here's Rainforth. Takes the strike, and he clips it with the outside of his foot, and it spirals wide on the far side. Another chance goes begging for the Broncos. Rainforth has the one goal on the evening. Montgomery tries to capitalize on another poor goal kick. He'll claim it that time, though. Here's Montgomery. And chipping after chipping results in a free kick for the Broncos, who tried to take it quickly, and the center official does not allow that. So free kick for the Broncos. It will be taken by Aguirre. Dangerous space for a set piece. Beautiful ball in towards the back post, and 3 Broncos were there, and they all watched it as it went by. Could have been 4. Broncos won't be too perturbed by 3, however. Another bad goal kick. It's starting to become insane. Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. That is what Tonganoxie are doing with their goal kicks. And another set piece conceded by Tonganoxie, this time in closer range. Rainforth calling for it. This is right in his wheelhouse for the right-footed speedster. He's going to look to do one of 2 things here. He will either try to muscle it with his laces straight through the defense in hopes that they will cower out of the way, or he'll try to curl it into the top right. And he goes for the former, around the wall, off of Moreno's hands and into the back of the net. Jake Rainforth gets his brace on the night. Not much time left to be on hat trick watch, but we will certainly be on it regardless. What a set piece from the senior Jake Rainforth. He took that beautifully, muscled it just around the wall. Another poor wall set from Jose Moreno, and then Moreno, it hit him right in his hands, rolled up into his chest, and right over him, into the back of the net. 4-0 Broncos. 13 chances on the night, and 4 of them have resulted in the good. There's Rhodes. Cuts it out. It's not Rhodes on the far side. That is Nate Fiedler playing that right back position. Ajishi using his strength well. He's finally dragged down to the ground. The stoppage of clock. A yellow card will be shown here to Cole Kessler, number 13, the senior for Tonganoxie. And it is not to Kessler. It is to Ajishi. So he must have said something there after the fact. But there was plenty of physicality from Kessler. No intent to play the ball either, but either way, have to maintain your composure whether you're winning or you're losing. So Carter Wilson checks in for the Broncos. 2 minutes, 6 seconds still on the clock. Set piece taken by Aguirre. Put towards the back post. Rainforth almost gets his hat trick. Moreno leaping into the air to collect. It was destined for the back of the net, but the roll of the dice said otherwise. Awkward sliding tackle from Kirchhoff. Free kick awarded for the Broncos. He did get the ball, but he slid facing the other way, so there was no way for him to know where the ball was. And he did take the player down with him. Interesting attempted tackle there from Silas Kirchhoff. Rainforth looking for his hat trick, again muscling it straight in towards the wall. This time they stand their ground. Tonganoxie looking to pull one back at the feigning moments, and Bruckner will not let it happen as he clears that ball out of play. Throw in for Tonganoxie. They have not been this far down the pitch this half. And free kick awarded to Tonganoxie, it looks. Center official calling the foul on Jackson Montgomery as he tripped over the attacker, number 9, Santiago Gallardo. Butler will take this for Tonganoxie. Outswinging ball towards the penalty area. It's shot over the bar, though. And Tonganoxie, however nice a consolation goal would have been, will not get one. As the clock continues to wind down, Applegate and Bruckner will take their time. Bruckner will take this to boot it as far as humanly possible. And Aguirre will push that one out for a throw-in for Tonganoxie that they will not get to take. As the clock runs out, the final score between Spring Hill Broncos and the Tonganoxie Chieftains. Tonganoxie 0, Spring Hill 4. Keep it right here for the postgame show brought to you by Team Young Realty. We'll be right back with more soccer breakdown on Spring Hill Sports Live.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
At Olathe Health, we perform cutting-edge surgical procedures because changing lives with innovative care drives us, one patient at a time. Olathe Health. Advanced healthcare. Advancing lives.
If you're off your game because of pain or injury, turn to Olathe Health because orthopedics is our game. Joint repair and replacement, chronic conditions and injuries, hand surgery, sports medicine. Make an appointment today.
And welcome back to your postgame show, brought to you by Team Young. Let Team Young get it done. For the next time you are looking to buy or sell your home, give them a call at 913-386-4488 for your free, no-obligation offer. Postgame show brought to you by Team Young Realty. So, that does it for our game. 4 goals to no goals. Broncos dominated the first half, but not able to find the back of the net until the feigning moments. 2 minutes left in the first half. They finally found it. And Jake Rainforth, who then found his second in the second half, where 2 other teammates found a goal. Diego Solis Vallejo was one of them. And the other was the right back, Rami Krokstrom. So the Broncos clinch victory from the Chieftains, who really did not look at any point like they were going to put up a fight. And the Broncos only able to get 4 on the night. Certainly could have been more had they had a bit more gnarl to their teeth in the first half. And in the second, they continued to pile on pressure after pressure, and they stuck to our key of the game, which was brought to you by the Spring Hill Fall Festival. Remember, that is September 27th through the 31st, 3 days of fun activities, including a new cornhole tournament. So check out the Spring Hill Fall Festival. That key to the game was to pick your head up and make the right pass. A player who did that perfectly all game long was Giovanni Aguirre. He had the beautiful assist up towards Rainforth to get the first for the home team Broncos and continued to boss the midfield around. few errant passes here or there, but that will come regardless as to what level you're watching. So good work from the Broncos on the evening, picking their heads up, and they will certainly leave this pitch with their heads held high. 4-0 is our final score here from the Spring Hill Activity Center on Spring Hill Sports Live. For Caden Carbajo, I'm Tristan Jordan signing off. Tonganoxie 0, Spring Hill 4.
From the gridiron to the hardcourt, the pitch to the mat, don't miss any of the action. We're there with live, local sports coverage at varsitysportslive.com.